Multnomah County says it will need to cut some of its homeless services in the future due to a $104 million deficit in 2026. The county claims the deficit is because Metro's tax is falling short of what it predicted.
Most years, the revenue from that tax has come in higher than expected. Katu's Christina Giardinelli has been digging into these numbers and is live in Southeast Portland now. At 5 o'clock, Christina, you had been trying to get the county to break down the deficit for you. Have they given you any answers at all?
Stephen, right, no answers as of yet. What I'm trying to figure out is how they came up with that total of $104 million. The supportive housing services, Metro tax that you mentioned, the budget, the revenue deficit for that amount totals about $56 million over the next 2 years, but that doesn't add up to $104 million. The county has told me that the rest of the deficit comes from less carryover money from previous years and less money from the city and county's general funds, which are both in a deficit, but it has not broken down the deficit amounts from those three other revenue sources. It has also not said why it's relying on volatile funding streams for long-term homeless service programs. County Chair Jessica Vega-Peterson says she's asking the state and supportive housing services for more money to fix the deficit.
I do want to be clear that I'm asking for existing resources that have already been raised from taxpayer dollars and do not request any new taxes to be raised. As we have with supporting housing service dollars, we must continue using a successful statewide and regional approach to this work. Multnomah County has 20% of the state's population, but serves more than 40% of the state's homeless population.
Now, Metro says it's looking into the county's request for more money and says its primary goal is providing shelter for people who are homeless. Metro forecasts warn the county that this is a volatile fund and forecasts cannot be relied on to be exact. Now, the reason why this fund is so volatile is because it's a tax on high-income earners, and that relies heavily on things like investors and the dividends that they might earn from one year to the next, as well as selling off stock. Those are both volatile sources. We'll continue trying to get answers to these questions. For now, live in Southeast Portland, Christina Giardinelli, Katu News.
Christina, thank you for that.